The SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey believes the SEC will remain dominant even through the 12-team playoff. Right now, the SEC is, negotiating if they want to have a 9-team conference schedule or 8-team conference schedule. What I mean by that is, do they want to play 8 conference opponents or 9 conference opponents? So a lot of the coaches in the SEC, they want the easy route. They want the easy way out. They want the most competitive advantage. This is what I'm saying. This is the difference between the SEC and the Big Ten. The Big Ten want their teams to play 9 conference opponents a year. The SEC only has their team playing 8 a year, which fundamentally give the SEC teams 1 free bye week. So they have 2 bye weeks basically throughout the season, because during a week 11 game, they get to play like a Arkansas State when Ohio State got to play like a Maryland. It's a competitive advantage. But here's Greg Sankey going in on their meetings about the 8 and 9 team, conference schedule, and we're about to see what he says. Let's get it.
If it ends up being 8 and we move to 12 in the CFP next year, whether that will be held against the league, even if it's in a short-term situation.
Well, I think we ended that football season with a 65-7 win in the national championship game, and if the indictment somehow is going to be that we don't play the highest level of college football, then somebody's not actually watching football games. And we're at 8, but we have a requirement that you play an additional game against a non-conference opponent from one of our colleague conferences or major independent. The major independent numbers are changing right now. The 8 format arguably has worked really well as the helicopter goes by. The 9 format can work really well. So I think pundits, coaches, analytics people can make a bunch of different arguments, but I actually think either one of those models will keep us very secure in the college football playoff consideration.
So there was the man, the myth, the legend, Greg Sankey. First of all, man, this guy is very cocky. His first remark was, we did end the year with a 65-7 win in the national championship game. Come on, man. Don't talk about the national championship game. Talk about the Peach Bowl, where y'all got completely bailed out, the SEC conference, by ESPN and the referees. Let's talk about that. But, man, y'all beat TCU fair and square. And this is what I'm saying, man. This is why I have hate towards the SEC conference. It's not because I don't like Nick Saban or Kirby Smart. I think they are both amazing coaches. It's because of their commissioner and how cocky he is. Like, dude, you don't even investigate your teams. Georgia would be cheating. They cheated versus Ohio State with the camera situation. That was a real camera that Ohio State found, and that they was recording their practices. You don't think TCU, this their first time there? They ain't get recorded. They ain't have all their plays scuffed out. You feel me? So, I mean, sometimes cheaters prosper. You feel me? But it doesn't prosper for long. Greg Sankey is very cocky, and I believe that the SEC should play a 9-game schedule. Why? Because what y'all playing this 8-game schedule and then playing Colorado State in week 11 gives y'all competitive advantage. Not only because y'all better than that team, but because y'all get that extra bye week. You feel me? An extra bye week. Period, point blank. And that's just how I feel. And that's just how I feel about it. Tell me how y'all feel about Greg Sankey still saying the SEC is going to dominate even through the 12-team playoff. I'm out. Peace.